last week before the final exam next week. Okay, and the last couple of areas we're going to talk about are really quite different. The first one talks about how to assess sales reps fairly. And it all goes back to how well were they trained. Okay, the sales manager has to think of any number of variables which can and do impact the potential success for his or her sales team. Well, it's all in how this is all evaluated. You know, when you set goals or quotas, that's one thing. But at the end of the quarter, did the sales rep meet the goal? If they fell short, by how much? If they went over, by how much? And what secrets or, quote, success stories can or are they willing to share with their fellow salespeople in order to bring the whole organization up? That's where it's critical for the sales manager to be like type O blood and go across the board. To be able to tell people, to share their success stories, to be able to learn from their failures. That's the only way an organization actually forges ahead, is if they both celebrate their victories and minimize their defeats. So that's one part of what we're going to be learning this week. And part and parcel to that, as you've been reading throughout the entire course, it's now a global marketplace, okay? There are no more borders due to the internet, okay? It used to be that you would send a sales pitch to someone and wait a week for the response to get back. Well, now you can attach a sales proposal to an email and get a response immediately that the potential client got it, and they generally get back to you within hours or days at the latest. And you've got to be ready to move. You've got to have sales reps trained and ready to rock and roll when this all happens. Well, that's the last part of what we're going to be dealing with here. I'm going to basically take everything that we've learned about, and as you've seen through the different chapters, we talked a little bit about business ethics and different types of cultures along the way. Well, this chapter really brings it all home. As a matter of fact, the case analysis has a direct impact on the global market stage. So we're going to see how you would take things that work here in the United States and basically expand them to different cultures. Now, you also have your final exam. It's not going to be easy. That's going to be next week. And basically, that's the end of the course. So do your best this week. Prepare for next week. And if you've done a good, consistent job the entire term, there's no need to fear. You're going to do just fine on the final exam. Best of luck to all.